Right, so food shop as an off-season bodybuilder, going from a men's physique small boy into bodybuilding. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna get. Right, so the first thing you always wanna do whenever you come food shopping is come with a plan, okay? So I've got everything that I need for the week all listed out for me so that I won't go off of that at all, because that's when we start to have problems. When you, as well, always make sure you eat something before you come food shopping as well. You come hungry, you start staring at all the stuff around the aisles, that's when you start running into problems where you start having your cravings even worse. So, especially if you're in a diet phase. If I came here during prep without eating, I've been done for. Mad to think that's only a week's worth of potatoes. Now, this is where you get the seasoning at, right? No bland, boring chicken for me. My splash of almond milk a day saves me. Bro, when I couldn't have almond milk for like 3 months, that done my head in. Mate, problem being a bodybuilder when they don't have any tills open. When you're food shopping, if you haven't got multiple colours across the week for your food shop, then you haven't got a variety of macronutrients, because every single plate, I say if your plate hasn't got 4 colours on it, it's clearly not covering all the macronutrients you got, because you just have your fruit, a fruit or veg sauce in every single meal. Rinsing me, mate. Didn't even let me use my coupons, got no phone signal in here. So that's the food shop, okay? Now it's time to go prep it before we get a big back day in and then go and see some clients. So back from food shop, stupidly did not have a meal before I went. So I'm having meal 1 in now, which is 400 grams of potatoes, 155 grams of chicken, pre-cooked weight, kimchi 50 grams and veg. I'm gonna get the check-ins in, and then I'm gonna, because do you know what? If I try to go and food prep when I'm hungry, I might actually end up yamming my food down while I'm food prepping. Then I might not have anything left for the week. So a few check-ins to catch up with, and then we'll crack on. Every single night, I like to get in bed with a creamy, an ice cream, yeah? I've got such a sweet tooth. So end of the night with a bit of ice cream and almond butter on toast is perfect. But this is still the perfect meal. Carbs from your sourdough, which has also got a certain type of fiber in it, which helps break down food quicker. So, right, when you are, especially a bodybuilder, you wanna take the full macronutrients of every single meal. So you wanna make sure that you are, especially your meat, cooking it at pre-cooked weight. So 170 is what I have per meal. I'm gonna make 8 meals today. Just have an extra one in the freezer. Always stay prepared, but like a dickhead, look, I thought I didn't have enough mince, so I had some in the freezer. Shit. Just in case I would forget. You always need to have extra food in here. So 1360 is my mince for the week. Well, I fucked that one up a little bit. But look how simple and easy it is to make a sauce in literally no time at all. Like, if you get the right tools, food prep is so easy and so nice to do. So food prep is almost done. That's literally taken me an hour and a half, almost 2 hours, but that is my whole cooking done for the whole week. It means that I can stay ahead. Whereas like working a full-time job, as well as coaching, there's just so many things to do. And I'm a carer for my granddad. Like I come home every single night and I want to spend as much time with him as possible. Same way as you guys want to come home and spend time with your families, you haven't got to be time to be cooking a fresh meal every single night. By the time you actually wash up, that's half an hour of your day gone, just in the washing up. Then talk about the prep, etc., etc. So you're still doing that hour and a half, 2 hours cooking every evening instead of just doing it 1 day a week, and then it's all done. The only thing I don't pre-prep is my potatoes, and that's literally cut up 400 grams of potatoes, and then I don't need to worry about anything else. I just stick them in the air fryer, put them in the tub in the morning, and I'm off. Time to go and get a big back day in. In the home gym, where the majority of my workouts go down, like 90% of them. Every now and then I like to change it up, but we're here, it's got the best of every single piece of equipment, going from Prime, Atlantis, even got some hammer strength in machines that are very like one-dimensional, where it's straight. So it's literally the perfect place to have my off-season. So whenever I do my working sets, I always, no matter what exercise it's gonna be, it's always gonna be 2 warm-up sets for at least the first 3 exercises. So I always normally go about 33% or 50% for the first warm-up set. And it's like, if I'm doing an 11 to 15, then I'll do like 8, 9 reps. Nice, slow, exactly the same tempo as I would do my working sets. Just as much control, because what you're doing is you're getting blood into the muscle to make sure there's no injury, but you're also getting yourself ready to understand how much to do. So last week, this is an 11 to 15 set, okay? I got 10 on 58 last week, so I'm gonna go for the 58 and try and get within the rep range this week. That's the aim for this first working set. Last week we got 10, this week we get 12. That means it's a 2 rep increase, but my form is standardized. If I didn't keep the same form, which is why I like to record my sets, because if the form changes to get those 2 extra reps, then those 2 reps don't count, right? Now, it's the same rep range, but I'm gonna have to drop the weight down to make sure I stay within the rep range. So I'm going from 58 kilos, 53. So with the first exercise for back, I always try and do it unilaterally. The reason is because I've had scoliosis previously, and to try and make sure that I have that symmetry, I try and get equal stimulation across both sides. As well, you think about the size of your back, you're going to create much more stimulus if you're able to do single arm movements. But then when your compound movements themselves, I normally go both arms. But a mixture between the two is what's going to build you symmetry and great size. With this exercise here, this has been a difficult sticking point for me, because 97, I've been getting like top of the rep range, whereas 107, I've been struggling to get within it. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to do my first working set. If I get to the top of the rep range, then I'm going to get a pin, put 2.5 on. Every small little bit of progression is progression. And eventually those 2.5s that you keep adding on week by week adds up to 10 kilos by the end of the month. And then you know that you're getting stronger, which means muscle tissue is being grown. Yeah, definitely don't need to go up. So, at the moment I'm dealing with a few niggles, right? And this is natural from training for a prolonged period of time. You're going to pick up little injuries, but you need to be staying on top of them. However, because I'm enhanced and I'm on cycle, I'm starting to not feel those injuries. So I'm on top of things with my physio, making sure that I'm continuously in contact with her and getting regular treatments to deal with these things. Especially when your tendons will not recover at the same rate as your muscle does. So I also need to be very in control with how strong I'm getting. I need to make the weight increments very small to make sure that I'm not putting any extra loading on that my tendons can't handle. So that is my training done for the day, full pull day. And now we're gonna go down and train 2 of my clients, 2 of my lifestyle clients. I've gone in an incredible way since they've been with me. Both of them with me different amount of times. One trains from home completely, so this is the first time in the gym in a long time, whereas the other one trains out of Ultraflex in Uxbridge, which is where I met him. As you come here, and then you're gonna hit your rhomboids, whereas if you're here, it's more like a pedale row, and it's hitting a lot more trap. You understand what I mean? If I'm in a chair, I can actually feel the lat pushing me forwards. And you just want to come down here. Your hips are forward, but you're allowing your elbows to roll around the pad, and then you bring the elbows past the hip, not throwing it back, still good. And then one hold, and then 1, 2, 3 on the way back. There we go, slow it down on the way back down. We still want to control the contraction. Right, so that is a full day. Taking you through my food shop and the mass amount of food that I get. Obviously I bought like a week and a half's worth of carbohydrates, so as I've spent a lot this week, I won't be spending as much next week. Buying in bulk is obviously going to keep things cheaper. Then I went through and cooked up my food, making sure my food is tasty so that I'm not getting any food fatigue, because there's a lot of proportion of food and it's going to be a long off season. Food's going to keep getting higher, so I need to make sure that I'm changing it up, keeping it enjoyable. Full pull day, 93 kilos, still holding a very good composition. It's about week 12 of the off season now, but my last show was 19th of October. So we're a long time post show, we're not getting fat, we're keeping composition tight and building the ratios to go into bodybuilding. And then met up with 2 of my lifestyle clients who have made absolutely amazing transformations, really changed their lifestyle, but they've managed to still go and enjoy themselves. Like George said to me at the end, mate, I'm gonna go and have my post-workout, then I'm going out tonight to go be with the boys. He's not missing out on any social events, but he's made an incredible change to his physique, feels more confident, and Zhao, who runs his own business, has managed to finally make the progress that he's been dying to get from years of going to the gym around his own business.